I really appreciate the cover. You know what I mean?
Yo, your cover work be dope. Like East Coast, you have the work be dope on your cover. That ain't on front. You have no cover work.
Appreciate that, man.
Roger, you want to drop anything on this joint before we move on?
Listen, right about now, you're rocking with the best. That International Supreme team is in the building. Dice Game School, Mr. International. And look, man, we really got family in here tonight, man.
What?
Really. By mercy, man. New shit. Yeah. Michaelangelo. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, man. So, yo, man, you know, my big brothers was asking me right before you jumped in. It was like, yo, man, what are your thoughts? I said, yeah, I ain't telling y'all nothing. This is gonna be fresh. It's gonna be brand new. Everybody gonna get this work at the same time. You know, I feel like there's levels to this.
Yeah.
And I feel that we move through transitions, right? We should at least, right? The scariest thing is getting stuck in your second childhood, as Nas was saying, you know?
Yeah.
And as we're growing older, we're experiencing different things. You know, like I said, I follow you on social media. You know, I see you on this journey, you know what I mean? And as an artist, you look for inspiration too, you know? And the toughest critic, the hardest competition that we have is normally not the man next to us, the man in the mirror.
Yeah. Yep.
When you're approaching a new project and you got your producers with you, you know, I feel like Michaelangelo is the evolution of Mercy. Because I've been rocking with Mercy since Swamp Thing, right?
Yeah.
And as men, we grow, we mature.
Yep.
We're supposed to. We can't be on the shit we was on 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Is this your Magna Carta?
Magna Carta?
Yeah.
I would say it was Magna Carta. I would say this is more like it was written.
Mm-hmm.
It was written. Like if you were saying Swamp Thing is like very hip hop, very, you know, unapologetic, straight gutter rap. That was Swamp Thing. Yeah, to me, this is like you said, this is manhood. This is something like man, child, man. This is growth. This is progress. You know what I mean? And under construction. And I feel like that was the avenue I took on Michaelangelo.
You know what? Wait a minute. Wait. This is special. Hold on. Fuck this. Hold on.
As he gonna do, what you gonna do?
No. We gonna get fancy, right? We on some Michaelangelo shit. It's art. It's beautiful.
Yes.
You know, I got this good old scotch, my man. Shout out to my man Obi. He brought this back from London for me, so I'm gonna crack this open.
I ain't got no scotch,
man. Yo, and I'm in the office. This is the office for real. You know what I mean? This is the office for real. We keep good shit in the office. You know what I mean? Now look, I'm slipping just a little bit. I ain't got a solo because I'm in the office, right? So I'm gonna keep it a buck. It may not be a red plastic cup, but again, we being fancy. You know what I mean? So pour up.
Ain't gonna pour up.
Pour up. And we gonna get right back into this. All right, man.
So, look, I want to ask one question.
Go ahead, School.
How did you and Moose hook up? Because one thing to say is that because like I have a list of my smooth rappers. Then my smooth rappers, you know, I got Larry June, I got Moose, and everything. He say like those my two smooth rappers right there. And I heard that shit, I was like, yo, fuck that, he got Moose. I said, I gotta find this.
hold on. Can I add on? Let me add on. When I first get an album, right? I put the album on. 9 times out of 10, I'm in the car. I want to hear the first run-ins is in the car. I put the phone down so I don't know the next song. I don't know the next verse. So when I heard the verse, I was like, whoa. And you know what I mean? Like, you like, yo, that's dope. So along with school, and that's, it's kind of funny. I wanted to set off the interview this way on what makes you want to rap with the certain artists that you got on here, because you got TF on here, so I want to talk about that. But I want to know what makes you be like, you know what? I'm gonna reach out and see how I can make this happen. So yeah, School, I'm man, School, you on point.
School on it. Movies. I'm a big fan of movies too, man, and I've been rocking with him. I've been watching his shit with Knife Wonder. He been on there. He got a dope joint. I think it's Macaroni with Cooking Soul.
Yes.
Joints in the
Cooking Soul.
Too. Yeah, like he remind me of like his cadence and that laid back flow. I was like, yo, this shit sounds so vintage. You remind me like Smooth the Hustler and all them like niggas that rap like Special Ed and all that. He had that charismatic flow. And shout out to my man. He made the beat for the one Mussolini on it.
The beat was fire. The beat was seriously fire. That's really
the production. So yeah, I sent him the sample. He just chopped it up, and instantly I was like, yo, I hear moves on this shit. So I reached out to moves and we just chopped it up. We heard the beat, said this shit's fire. I got you in 2 days. I got a show on the way. I got you in 2 days. So you sent me the joint in 2 days, 48 hours, nigga, murder. And man, everything, the rest is history, man. Like, as soon as, like I said, I heard the beat, I heard him on it. And it just worked. It was matrimony, man.
So I want to make sure that the producers get a shout out. Could we drop that name 2 or 3 times real quick?
SlimRock.
Yo, SlimRock.
Yo, Slim. I got a question for SlimRock. Hold on, I got a real question, man. This is a gut punch of a question. I don't care who. I don't want to know who. But I do want to know, have you ever heard a verse before the artist you're working with, right? Like in this case, you heard Moose's verse before Mercy would hear it, right? So in this scenario, my question to you is, have you ever got the verse before your artist had been like, nah, man, this shit ain't even hit? You ever have to reject some shit before your man hear it?
Yeah.
Knock on wood, not yet.
Oh, he probably like, yeah, it's alright, but we gonna tweak it up real quick. Trust me.
To be honest, bro, he got a good ear for people that he does collabs with and stuff like that. So we're pretty much on the same page when it comes to live and music stuff. So like anything he said, oh, I'm trying to get a feature, I'm gonna put this dude on it, it was a go for me, you know what I'm saying? I felt confident with the way it was gonna deliver. And yeah, so they didn't disappoint, you know what I'm saying? I thought what you were gonna ask me was if I ever got a verse before I had a beat. So I had to construct a beat around the verse. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about that. Like that's real fucking artistry right there.
Yeah, and had to construct, a beat. You just get inspired by an acapella and put something together. I have done that before though.
Nah, but that beat is serious, because like I said, when it came on, I'm like, okay. And after that, and then Mercer said his verse, I'm like, okay. And again, I heard Moose's voice, I was like, oh, this shit is retarded.
So it was compliments.
The melody is serious.
Yeah. It compliments.
It's definitely serious.
Yeah.
So look,
because
what did it for me was the Art of War, because he's born on the same day as Michael Jackson. This is Michael singing, not Michael rapping. Like that joint right there did it for me. And then you got, I don't want to pronounce the young lady's name wrong or whatever, but the other joint, the reality show.
Oh, yo, Manda.
Okay. Peace to her, 'cause, man. She touched that beautifully. Even Lonely Mona Lisa, Naps and Dreads, the joint with Naps and Dreads. Another
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Which one?
Let's start with the Art of War.
It's playing right now.
Oh.
Yeah. I gotta rock it right now.
Yeah, you got.
And, Alright, so I'm not a producer, but like I told you, my oldest brother, who's on the album, Gallery Department, he makes beats. He made beats for EPMD, Hitman back then. Eric Sherman, Hit Squad. Like early 90s, 92. His name was Drama. So he had an SP1200. He used to tell me how he sampled beats. And he said, I like watching movies. I don't really dig records. I get the sounds and samples from movies. So I kind of picked up off of that. So I heard the sample and it was just crazy. It sounded epic, triumphant.
Yeah,
it did. Yeah, and I hollered at Wayneski. He made Still Shining. He made a bunch of joints.
Yeah.
He's almost like I kind of want to call him my premier. I always make sure I get one beat from Wayneski.
Mm-hmm. That's your man out of Jersey, right?
Huh?
That's your man out of New Jersey, right?
No, that's Solidified.
Okay.
Yeah, Wayneski, he in New York.
Okay.
So I sent him the sample. He already knew instantly what I wanted to do with it. And then we were playing the beat. I recorded it here. And then my man SlimRock is like, yo, let's add some scratching to it. So we doing the MOP, like, from the Andy Young scratches on it. He added a scale. He made it feel like a movie. He made it bigger than a record.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I already knew what I wanted to do on the beat. I felt like I'm rapping with P on it. Like I wanted to rap versus, like if P was on the song, that's my approach. Any type of hard record, I feel like, all right, if Prodigy was on it, I'm going against him on it. I want him to be. I want niggas to be scared to jump on the beat after me. So that's how I like any type of hard record I jump on. That's my approach.
Okay, yeah.
So I heard that joint, I was like, that's one of my favorite. That's his favorite.
My favorite.
That's my favorite.
Man, that Art of War. Just how it come in.
Yeah.
So there was something that y'all said, and I want to build on that real quick. On the production side of it, right?
Yeah.
You getting something back, and SlimRock saying, yo, we should add this into it and stuff like that. I think that's great collaboration. I think that's great teamwork, in all to put this all together. How many tracks have y'all kind of worked together in that sense, where it's not like a single credit? Like I get the credit parts, but I'm also interested in, how did y'all all collab on each joint? Because like you said, the Art of War, those scratches, to me, that shit is missing right now. And it's not that it's missing, right? Because you just put the puzzle piece in, but it's not as frequent in production, right? No. So that's kind of where my question is coming from. Let me rephrase that question, and this is for SlimRock. As a producer, adding something in like scratching, that's a lost fucking art. What makes you tick in that sense? Are you constantly thinking like, yo, what is the game missing? Let me fill in these voids, or is it just, yo, this is natural beat making, scratches should be on there? Like, what makes you tick in that sense?
I think that was actually your idea when he wanted to.
I threw ad-libs, but
he wanted to spice up the chorus.
Yeah,
and he had an idea to do like some MOP cuts, and some vocal samples from MOP. So I already knew when he said MOP, he wanted that shit really hype. You know what I'm saying? I think Wayneski's from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So there you go. You know what I'm I'm saying? It's right up that alley. Plus, the sample, I think it was from what, like a James Bond movie? It was real.
Like,
it was real.
One of the old James Bond joints.
It was real melodic and like full of strings, but it had like a horror sense to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of right up our alley. So, it's almost like, you know, when you hear a beat and you just get inspired, you know what I'm saying? And that was the inspiration. It was just the steady drum break on top of them melodic strings, and it was eerie at the same time, and it was very street at the same time.
Yeah.
So I was just like, MOP, scratches, that's it. Like, let's put it in there, and bro, it just worked. You know what I'm saying? It just worked.
Like, beats like a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he even added. If you hear the beat closely, you hear the what is it?
We added timpani drums in there just to because the sample already has timpani drums. You know what I'm saying? So we wanted to magnify that because you know it's just like Art of War. You know, we put the sample from the book Art of War in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, we ready to go, man. It's on site when you put that record on. It's like activate Screwface, like let's go. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't take much for the scratches and the MOP stuff. It just is pure inspiration, basically. I wasn't really thinking like, you know, because you know we do boom bap all day long, and not every boom bap record has scratches, you know, on it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so. You know, like the artist too.
Yeah, shout out to
yeah. But yeah, it was definitely just inspiration, bro.
Yeah, all these records. But going to what Taj was saying for Your Man, the reality show, that record is old. That record, we recorded that record maybe like 2018.
Nah, hell nah. That song is that old?
But the thing is, I couldn't find the right album for it. You get what I'm saying? Like, wait.
Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Hold on. Yellow flag.
What happened to play?
You talking about again?
Reality show.
I'm thinking that's something new. I'm thinking that's something that you do. Like,
yeah.
You know what? This just goes to prove, and I say this shit all the time, man, and I love doing these fucking album reviews because that's what I'm looking to find out.
He has a weapon.
Good music is timeless, bro. If you got a fire fucking track, it's gonna be a fire fucking track, like no matter what. So this is from 18.
Bro, he has the weapon. You know, he got the weapons for ammo. He got his ammo is his lyrics. Man, listen.
I'm not even the same motherfucker from 18. You know what I mean?
This is pre-COVID and all that. Like I said, I had the record stashed away, and my man actually he wrote the hook for the singer. And we were in the studio. He, you know, told her how to sing it with a melody. But her voice to sound like Janae Aiko in a way. So I was like, yo, it sound very angelic, very light. Yeah. She captured the whole essence of it. And shout out to my man, E-Machine out of Odd Squad. He made the beat. Same thing. I found it. Prototype is my favorite song from Andre 3000. So I told him, yo, you think you can flip this? And I sent him the song. He's like, yeah, easy does it. He flipped it.
Easy work.
Yeah. And I got her to sing on the chorus, and it was money. You know what I mean? So it was a great record. We might be shooting the video for that soon. Real soon.
Okay. Yo. It's funny because I can't recall the last time we did an album review and worked our way from the bottom, you know, going up.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta unpack Blood on the Canvas, man. First of all, before we jump into that, you know, I got introduced to TF in a musical way for the recordings that he was doing. I want to say with DJ Muggs. Yeah. I think he did a couple of joints with Muggs. I'm a huge Muggs fan. I'm really happy to see him kind of, you know, back on his throne after
back
you know
in the
that
lab,
layoff.
yeah.
You know what I
He
mean?
got some shit
And
with Raz Frenchco coming soon.
okay,
I need to get a Muggs beat. Muggs, give me a beat,
man,
bro.
yo,
Mug, come on the show. Fuck it.
cause you know what I think. And this is going back to your man SlimRock, about acapellas and stuff. Let me explain it this way. I was working with a dude on a podcast, and I'm more visual in my creative. He's more creative in his sounds. And he was like, yo, I'm the producer. You lead the vocals with me and I produce. And I was like, all right, well, we ain't doing a song, my nigga. You know what I mean? we doing this. But it still left a jewel in my head. So sometimes I wonder, have you ever taken a song, recorded a song, and then said, I don't like it. It changed the whole track. I just read a book on Dilla. I just read the joint that Don Charnas pulled out. So Dilla used to do that shit a lot. You record it one way, and then you come back next week, he done changed the whole thing. Slim, you ever did that shit?
Not in the sense of we recorded it and it turned out completely different. I have made beats, shot it to the artist. They're like, nah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. And then retake that sample and flipped it a different way. And then out with something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want a question. Do you think the beat that you made for them, that it was too hard that they couldn't rhyme on it? They were scared?
No. In that specific case, nah. It's just it all came down to preference. You know what I'm saying? I might think some shit is super hard, and you know what I'm saying. You pass it to the artist, and they're just like, yo, this shit's tough, but you can tell off the energy off rip, like if they're really feeling it, or if you gotta go back to the boards and flip it a different way or come with a different approach. You know what I'm saying? And that other beat might resonate with another artist. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sometimes I be thinking like you got artists who can rhyme, right? And the beat is trash. They make the beat sound better. You got some artists that can't rhyme for shit, and your beat can make the rhyme like the dopest rhyme in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes me laugh. That's like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked them, like the beat that there's some beat that you make that to themselves like, damn, this shit's so hard. I can't rhyme this shit. Fuck it. Yo, I don't know what I can do. Because I'm trying to tell you, probably have happened. They ain't gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
They probably have happened.
I mean, yeah, that one hasn't happened to me yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I made beats, and if they're not feeling them, I just tuck them away. You know what I'm saying? I tuck them away, and might revisit it someday later on in the future and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But
I feel that. Slim Rock be like, nigga, you tripping. Let me just tuck this over here, motherfucker.
Might as well take this and throw you on it.
So with Blood on the Canvas, going back to the TF thing, I had heard him before, and I got to be honest, I wasn't convinced yet. As a hip hop head, as a hip hop fanatic, I got it. It's beyond impression. You know what I mean? I'm a dope fiend. You know what I mean? And if you got good dope, I'ma fuck with you. If it's I'ma wait for you to level up, right? I think you brought out the best in TF. So what made you choose to work with him? And Slim, you got to walk me through the production side of it.
But TF, I'm a fan of TF. You remind me of Schoolboy Q. And it's cadence, how you flow. You sound very good at West Side and shit. I fuck with West Side music. I fuck with West Coast music, West Coast in general.
He gave me better game vibes. He gave me game without the name dropping vibes.
He definitely came off like that. So when I got the beat from my man Seb Bash is a dope ass producer. He hang around a lot with Alchemist. And I've been rocking with him for a while too. So I told him I need some gutter shit, whatever, for this project. So he sent me that beat, and I had that beat for a while. And I laid my verse, and I even told Slim, I'm like, yo, I feel like I need a feature for this, man. I can't, like, someone else to jump on it. And I just felt like if I was to get, like, say, Sky Zoo or somebody, I think that would have made it predictable. But I said, let's get a West Side nigga on it. Like, you know what I mean? Put some real rap murder on that shit. So I reached out to TF. He fucked with the beat heavy. So I think when the artist really, even me, if I like the beat a lot and I fuck with your music, we can connect. We can build off of that. Real easy. But if you're a garbage rapper, I'm gonna tax the shit out of you. You know what I mean? So, I just feel we recognized what we wanted to do on the song, and it was just easy. And then my man SlimRock, he added a skit from what was it? Taxi Driver? And we made the shit just crazy. You know what I mean? The record came out crazy, and I just like, yo, I need a visual for this. I know he lived all the way in the West Side. Yeah. So I reached out to some animator, Lavelle, and he made an animation video for it. So yeah, man. And my man Setback, he got it on the set now. He's like, yo, this record is crazy. So shit been bubbling, man, for that record. That shit crazy. That record came out crazy. So that came out the second single. So
because again, it's like, you know, for me when I'm in the V, you know what I mean? It's rocking. Yeah. So when I hear the voice, I'm like, yo, hey, and you know, I still believe in cosigns. Yeah. You know what I mean? I believe in, if you get on a track with Mercy, he is co-signing you. I'm gonna make sure I'm paying extra attention because the man that I'm a fan of is putting you on. You know what I mean? That holds weight to me. I'm still cut from that EPMD putting on Keith Murray and putting on Redman and putting on Dot Effects. You know what I mean? I'm still cut from that cloth that when you get put on, or even if you get on a song with somebody, it's typically more out of wanting to collab than it is politics, depending on who you are, how your shit is signed, you know, who you signed to, let's just keep it a buck, and how much creative control you got over your shit. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to doing an episode on Massive Sounds where I'm giving a huge shout out to the independents. You know what I mean? I'm just rocking they latest shit and, you know, showing them support and love that way. But, you know, this relationship goes way beyond that, man. I'm a huge fan of Mercy, have been. I feel like, you know, we never know when we're going to get another project. You know what I mean? And you can call it quits today, like, I done did it. You know what I mean? So we appreciate every project that you put out. And, you know, whether it's you sharing the light with General Chief Tone, or if it's you, you know, sharing the spotlight on a track, I appreciate you being selective. You know what I mean? I've never seen you chase a fad, chase a wave. You know what I mean? It's always been, this is my life, this is my story, this is my style. I really want to big that up. Is there any other joint that you want to talk about that we haven't covered just yet?
It's a lot. I mean, I could go.
He says a lot.
I get sketches. Yeah, I was gonna say sketches. Sketches produced by Jake One. Jake One is one of my favorite producers. Like,
that's the dude out of Seattle or Portland.
Yes.
Yeah, he did the mixtape with Free some time ago.
Yeah, Stimulus Package.
Yeah, I like that
dude. Nah, Jake One is super underrated. He should be I don't know how he don't be mentioned along with Alchemist. Like he got joints. He did a lot of dope joints with Rick Ross. Many niggas. You know? All
right. So the funny thing is, I did an episode on the radio show where I did all the dope white dudes in hip hop. and I use one of his tracks as the background for the show because he's fucking dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Evidence. I think Evidence is real dope, whether he's rhyming or producing.
So, yeah.
Evidence always a dope producer. Always been dope.
Yeah.
But you know what's
Evidence
dope,
been dope.
bro? You see how much love people have for you because the pieces you have on your joint, yo, it's a lot of love on there. It's a lot of love on there.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And like Reem said, from the time we first had an interview with you, I was nervous as fuck, stuttering. Until now, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no problem. I just get that day, holy Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From to now, it's like, you know, like you said, your bars change, your flow, your flow.
Yeah, it's growth.
I say not change, but involve change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So definitely like the features is the love, and people know that, you know, Mercy or this nigga or he about his business. So yeah, if he asks me to do a joint, I'm definitely gonna hop on with him.
Right.
Just as well that if you return, you're gonna return favor as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's the people you mix with, the people that's on your joint, nothing but love, bro.
Yeah, man. And everybody that was involved on this project, Black Metaphor, even my brother, like it was almost like a family affair on this project. Yeah, 4 Square Miles. That's my brother and my cousin on Gallery Department.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, I wanted to kick it about that, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not ready to rap just yet. You know what I mean? This is the check, like making sure we still going. But with Gallery Department, I heard you say a little earlier, you know, that your brother was on there. Are you the older? Is he the older?
Yeah, he's the one that introduced me to rap.
Okay, so this the one with the SP.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know rap.
Okay.
I mean,
So
he's like, yo, here's rap. Check out Rock and Microphone Fiend.
Did he do
first song
the track?
Huh?
Did he do Gallery Department?
No, he didn't produce it. He rapped on it, but he didn't produce it.
Okay.
Him and my cousin, they were like the first rap group out of my family. Like they were doing it since 1992.
Damn, I was in junior high school.
So they had the fresh high tops. They were my Mobb Deep before Mobb Deep, basically. You know, and they had the records and all that stuff. They were doing their promo in New York, Mount Vernon, come down to Florida and shit. And my cousin, they kind of retired. They stopped rapping. So I told them, hey man, before y'all really put y'all jerseys in the rafters, can I get one more song with you? Just one song. Because I never did a song with them. So it meant a lot to me. That's why I expressed that love to them on the record. Like, yo, it's history in the making. Because this is from 1992. I was their #1 fan. So for them to jump on the record with me, shout out to Drama and LP. I was like, yo, 4 Square Miles is Mount Vernon, just to let you know. Mount Vernon money earning. You know, everybody, legends are from there. Heavy D.
Yes. BL. Because you know, Yonkers is right down the street, so I always saw Yonkers in Mount Vernon, damn near one.
Bronx, all that, 914.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, for them to give me their blessings and jump on the record for me was big, was huge. That's basically probably one of my favorite features because they were on the record for me. You know? Yeah. So yeah, this like I said, this album Michaelangelo is like a real family affair. My youngest brother was on Dad's drum pad. He was the one singing.
Okay, that's the next joint I wanted to go into.
My oldest brother on Gallery Department, and my youngest brother on Dad's drum pad.
So that's funny because that's the next joint I wanted to go into. Not even knowing the relation. I want to get a little disrespectful and tell you, fuck you for putting me in my feelings.
Drink away the pain, man. We're about to drink away the pain, man.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, who was you to put me in my feelings, man? You know, the one thing that...
you don't know how many texts and calls and, like, hit me up about that. Like, yo, I needed that record. It was so therapeutic. And then just everybody, across, like, not even related, not even know me, never met me in person, but the fact that they told me, like, yo, son, I just lost my dad. I was thinking about suicide. But that record right there, man, opened my eyes. He's like, yo, for days I was crying, but I was just like crying happy because that, like, you made me feel reconnected with my dad. Stuff like that, man. Like, I might not get 1 million views or 1 million plays, but shit like that, man, it's a 1 million feelings. That's how I feel. So,
you know, for me, keep it, you know, all the way thorough as normal. I didn't grow up with my dad. You know what I mean? I didn't have that experience. But it's something that I put into my family. You know what I mean? I think the realest thing that you could do as a man is take care of your kids, regardless of the situation that you may be in with the other parent. You know what I mean? Not picking the sides, being really in the middle. You know, I've been on a journey for 22 years with my daughter, right? I had a daughter that was outside of my state. She was my out-of-town kid. And she just moved here to Houston about 2 weeks ago. Her and her husband decided that they was going to move here. And now, for the first time, I got all my babies in one place, right? So I'm living that. You know what I mean? I'm listening to this because I'm like, yo, this is the energy that I'm putting into my kids, you know what I mean, to earn this level of respect. So, you know, we all ain't promised tomorrow, you know what I mean? So I know when I was hanging out with my 13-year-old son, right? We go to the mall, we going to go look for gifts for mom for Mother's Day. And once we were done, we was walking back to the car. He was like, you know, this was dope. Just walking around the mall with you was dope. So, you know, it's always going to be time. You know what I mean? Time is always going to be the best way of showing love, getting love. You know what I mean? Establishing that. So, you know, again, man, fuck you for putting me in my feelings. I don't really fucking appreciate that shit.
That's real rap.
Now back to some hardcore shit. Art of War, nigga.
Stop shit now.
Art of War, definitely. So look,
yo, who is Bob Ross?
Bob Ross, another one.
Well, what do you mean, who Bob Ross? You know who Bob Ross is,
Bob
man.
Ross, the painter.
That's the painter, right?
Oh, the pizza.
Little thing here. You love it how
any amateur feel like you make a masterpiece, man. But the thing is, what was so genius about him was his imagination.
Yeah.
He made it sound like the whole world is a canvas and you can just paint his life away. And that's all he was doing, like just painting his life away, his joy, his pain, his failures, his sex. He was just living life through his paintings. And I think anybody can relate that to Bob Ross. Just how he go about his life and how he go about his paintings. So, my man Zeno, I haven't did a joint with Zeno since 2015. So when I got the beat from him, I felt like, yo, I already know what I'm gonna do with this record. So it just went crazy, and I just called it Bob Ross flow because it just had different flows, different elements and shit. So I just went with that for that record.
When it comes to titling songs, right? I remember we interviewed Vic Spencer. He was like, man, I don't know what to call these shits. You right? He was like, yo, I go back and name them later. And that's why the titles to his songs be so like insane, because it's almost like he doesn't care. So I've interviewed other people who's like, yo, I write out, you know, all of the titles of the song. Like Guru used to do that with Gangstar. He would write out all the titles that he had and then write the songs to the title. What's your process in that situation?
Man, I would say I study Wu-Tang for titles. I study Wu, I study Mob, I study the greats. And if you're doing a project based on Michaelangelo, you know you gotta come with like some artistic themes. So that's why I thought about it like Mona Lisa, Bob Ross, work of art, like stuff like that can real resonate to, but also not make it sound too artsy, but you can also relate to it. That's why on the record, like Lonely Mona Lisa, it's not about the painting, but it's like a chick that is worth value, lonely in the world. So that's like, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
I base off titles like that. I kind of do what Guru does. Like, as far as I already had titles in my head, like, oh, I'm gonna write a record. Like, Art of War, I already knew that. I just needed the right beat to match it. Like, you can't call any beat just Art of War.
Yeah.
And so that's how I went about it as far as the project and titling and shit.
SlimRock, I got a question for you on the production side. And Mercy, you might be able to piggyback off this question. You know, where we come from, albums were really albums. You know, what I mean by that is, you know, I put this project in this conversation, right? I'm still on the East Coast, West Coast beef in my head. And the reason why I'm on that beef is because I want the best, right? I'm a dope fiend. I want the best dope. And I'm very open-minded when it comes to music from different artists, different areas. It's really important to me. I say all of that because the game has changed tremendously. You know, streaming, I thought it would be the best thing since sliced bread. And let's face it, it ain't when it comes down to the dollars and cents of it. So I believe streaming hurt us musically, production-wise, because now the majority is playing the game to get the bag. You follow me?
Yep.
Okay. So what my question is, from that standpoint, is why is the album so long time-wise? Because I see so many artists today, I don't know if they playing the game, I don't know if they're cheating the system, but it seems like the songs are shorter, so the albums are shorter. You know, we're not getting 12 tracks on albums no more. Now we're getting like 9 or 10, right? So what's the science behind that, from your perspective?
It's a good question, bro. That's crazy that you said that it's long, because we actually have to show it up.
With George, like, there was like 2 more records I wanted to add on, but George is like, I'll see you for the next project.
Yeah. But if you think about it, right? If you think about it, you could do the knowledge to it right now just by hopping on Google. You know, you would get a project from Redman. Redman got 18, 21 joints, right? It'd be 10 joints on each side of the tape. You know what I mean? So we've come from, I remember when the Roots used to do hidden tracks, right?
Yeah.
You could get that the CDs playing, and all of a sudden you'll hear
a bonus on them.
You like, you had the album for like 3 years. You didn't even know there was another song on there, right? So we've gone from that to, I mean, again, let's just face it, bro. We still in the microwave era. Like, don't get me wrong. I am boom bap all day, wave the flag, all of that, right? But we still have to adjust to the way that the games are being played, right? So do you still believe in making LPs, making full albums, full bodies of work? I ask because right now my favorite albums are from Blue and wait, what is it? What is it? Blue? It's not Blue in Exile. He teamed up with somebody else, but whatever that project is. And Schoolboy Q's project is one of my favorites right now because those are overall albums, right? You take 2 or 3 joints away from that, it's going to change the whole scope of work, right? So from your perspective, when you're working with an artist on the production side, do you look at this like, yo, this is a movie, I'm writing a screenplay, I'm doing the score, this is a whole project? Or is it like, we got to play the game, so this is how we're going to structure it?
Kind of both. And I say that because, like you said, bro, the game done changed so much, and you already know, man. Like the elephant in the room is there's no attention span nowadays. Yeah. Everybody just everything is go 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 go. You know what I'm saying? If you don't capture a average listener attention, they're gonna shelf the album. Nobody's gonna listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta find that happy medium between capturing the listener for the duration of the project. You know what I'm saying? And still put out quality work.
Right.
I mean, like, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? We all had the albums that was like 20-something songs. They had like 3, 4, 5 skits on the albums. You know what I'm saying? The last song made you sit in silence for 3 minutes, and then you got hit with that bonus track. You know what I'm saying? Like them days, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? That wouldn't pop nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get in, get the person's attention, get out all the content, and make them be like, damn, I want to hear that shit again. You know what I'm saying? Let me play that. Let me put that on repeat and stuff like that. And I feel like it's a mental thing that you can't overly make like the length of your content too long. You know what I'm saying? Because people are just gonna be like, they're gonna get ear fatigue. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get exhausted of it, and then, you know what I'm saying? Instead of the reverse psychology, it's like, yo, let me hit them with a 2-3 minute banger. You know what I'm saying? They can be like, damn, I want that shit on repeat. You know what I'm saying? Let me hear it again and again and again and again. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with the Michael Myers EP, you know what I'm saying? I personally looked at that shit like an album, because that shit was fire. You know what I'm saying? It was 8 tracks coming for the throat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like every single one. You feel me? So I put the mindset behind it like if it was an album. Now it was like, oh, we just gonna throw these 8 songs out there to like, say, for Halloween and shit. Nah, nigga, I'm listening to that shit 12 months around the year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I just peeped it the other day, and I was like, damn, we really did that shit. That shit's hard.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing for me. Like, let me try to explain it this way. Earl Sweatshirt a few years ago put out just some rap songs, and I remember being back in the car, and I'm flying down the freeway, and I was like, shit, I want to hear that again. And I played it again, and it ran through so fast. I was like, wait a minute, something don't seem right about this shit, right? So as soon as I got a chance, and now mind you, this is, wait, you see me leaning in. Mind you, at this moment, I don't really rock with Earl, right? I'm doing a podcast, I'm looking for new music, and I flew through the album so fast that everything just sounded dope. So I'm like, wait a minute, first off, I'm not an Earl fan. 2, that shit went way too fast, and it was dope at the same time. What's going on with this thing? So when it hit me was when I got home and I looked at the playlist and I seen the duration of the songs. All them songs was under 2 minutes. Like the whole album was like 15 minutes long. Yeah. And that's why it was like Nasir, right? When Nasir did what Nas did Nasir. Yeah. It was only 7 joints. You can't fuck that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you can't go wrong. Yeah.
You got certain artists that do come out with probably like 15, 16 joints, and they hard. And you would definitely listen to them. The last joint you did had 8 joints on, right? This one got 12. So now imagine you did none with 16 on it. You know what I'm saying? So you already got attention from 8, you have them 12, shit, throw 16 on there. And they're gonna be all hard. Yeah. So if everything is all hard, we do 16 hard joints, they're gonna listen to it again and again.
Because thing is, like, it's still quality for me, right? Like, I'm still going. There's albums that we gotta listen to, and I get stuck on a song, right? And Scuba hit me like 3 days later after he drops it in Slack, like, yo, did you hear it? And I'm like, yo, I fucked up. I ain't get past track 8. Like, I got to 8, I got stuck, and the shit is all time. You know what I mean? So I feel where you coming from, where it's like, I gotta, you know, we got a short attention span, stuff like that. But I'm still a fiend for the music, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still rocking with sophisticated thuggery too, you know what I mean? Because there's certain tracks on there that it's the mood, you know what I mean? It's the vibe at the time. So from a fan to a producer, I never want you to lose that, man. You know what I mean? I never want y'all to lose that. And from a fan to an artist that's still evolving, you know, Mercy, man. Look, bro, keep that pen pushing, man. Keep that pen pushing, man, because now we need more of that reality grown man rap, you know what I mean? Tell me what happens when Sosa rides into the sunset and he got away. You know what I mean? What if Tony would have survived the whole shower of bullets and him and Michelle Pfeiffer would have made that baby? What would the baby be doing? You know what I mean? So I always want to make sure, man, that I'm giving the people I respect the energy, the motivation, and the encouragement to still be creative even in this rocky ass market, because you know you got 3 fans that represent hip-hop in every fashion, shape, form, and you know it's not going nowhere, man. You know what I mean? The culture that we created and that we continue to invest in, you know what I mean? Because this piece of art, this Michaelangelo, is a full body of work. You know what I mean? This is a complete album. You take one thing out of it, it's going to shift everything, man. I see the movie, I see the features, I see the fits, and you know, it's honestly, it's refreshing to still be excited, to still be impressed by what you get from your favorite fucking hip hop artist. So for that, y'all, I thank you, man.
Appreciate that, man. That's all we're here to do, man. Like to endorse music that we used to be fans of. You know what I mean? Like me and this nigga, we were telling stories like we used to ride our bikes to the mall and cop the Ghostface Iron Man, and if you wanted to drop on Tuesday, like I still have that. Like, I want to bring back that feeling. Like, we still fans of that. Looking through the books, like, who produced this? Oh, the Beat Miners, Alchemist. Man, like, I'm from that era. Like, that's what I'm from. I'm actually reading the thank yous and all that. Like, shout out to Queens. Like, CNN, Mobb Deep, Nas, Nature, all them. I was raised from Queensbridge music. Like, I was like a fanatic. Like anything that was coming out from Queens, I was copying. Like whether it was Cormega, Nature, Nas, Noriega, I'm copying that shit. You know what I mean? Infamous Mob, I'm copying that. You know what I mean? Like, that's when niggas almost thought I was from Queens. Like, damn, nigga, you from Queens? Like,
I see from New York. He was like, nah, I said from New York.
Bro, you from Queens, right? You from Queens?
Yeah, but that's the feeling I want to like restore. Like that's how I feel. Like I try to give as much credit to the producers, engineers, all that, because I'm a fan of that. I used to be a fan. Like Steve Stoller engineered my Deep album and Nas album.
Yeah.
Same way how he engineered and produced records on my album. So like, gotta show that love and because without them, I couldn't even continue to give you that great product of music and stuff like that. So I like to create music that I'm a fan of. Like that's my goal thing. You know what I mean? Like I would love for Ghostface to just keep doing Supreme Clientele. Hook up with Conductor or something. Just the new album is cool, but yeah, like if I
We
feel
just
like I'd
talked
be a
about that
dope
album.
A&R.
Yeah, man.
I feel like I'd be a dope A&R. Like to me, artists sound love like Griselda and stuff. But like if just imagine you was to swap Raekwon and Ghost on these beats, and I'm like, yo, why these niggas don't jump on these type of beats, man? Like this is the shit I wish. I'm still missing a Mobb Deep album. I know Havoc got some shit in the archives. Throw something out. Because to me right now, why the game is so watered down is because it's so much now easy access to put out.
Yeah.
So now like there's 1,000 rappers that just upload SoundCloud, DistroKid, and put music out, and this shit can get overlooked easily. Yeah, so it's just like that's also what I'm fighting with. So I had to put out constant content just to be apparent for niggas is like catch on quick, you know, and T and stuff like that. Whether like that's what I'm saying, I holler at TF or Mussolini because they have great followings. They can catch on as well. Yeah. Like, oh shit, who is this Mercy nigga? You know what I mean? And it goes vice versa. So because there's a few people I even know about Mussolini and now they big fans of them niggas because they rock my shit first. So it's like it's all cycle thing. Because back in the days, features was a great thing. Yeah. When you caught this shit with Fat Joe had Nas, Jadakiss, Pun. Yeah. Like that shit gotta come back. Yeah. And I mean, niggas just either be stubborn and not sharing that light. Yeah. So,
not to cut you off, but that John Blaze was big for me. When I seen Pun and Ray and all them on that joint, I was like, oh.
John Blaze and Band for TV.
Yeah.
There you go, Band from TV and all that.
But Pete, when you saw about you just go out when you guys go out to the record store or whatever, I was laughing and bugging out because me and him back in the day used to hop on the 27 with Roosevelt Film Mall, go downstairs to the record store, and every time like we would sit there listen to it, yo Reem, yo school, but we opened up and see who doing production, who doing what. Yeah. And that's why I was laughing. I was talking words up out of the fist because I'm like, it's a small fucking world. This shit is crazy.
Man, I feel like it's just the same way. Like to me, I used to only cop albums based on almost your production. Like for instance, OC Jules. I seen that Premier produced like 4 or 6 joints. I'm copping that album. Because Premier ain't gonna give me some bad shit. You know what I mean? If I see Diamond D on it, I'm like, word. Or have it produce like 4 joints or something, I'm gonna cop that album. Because I just know for a fact you kind of have a good ear for beats or something. Good ear for music. And that's the era I'm from, you know?
And see, and the reason why I'm so excited is because right now we still have that level of creativity and talent. You know, I feel like it's our job to say their names, to get them to come on a show, feature them, so you know, salute them, celebrate them. Yeah. It's almost like we're the opposite of Drink Champs, where they want to salute the legends, and I think that's cool. I want to salute those who are on the come up, been on the come up, and have constantly made great music, right? So, you know, that's the thing for me. Like when you shout out those producers, I'm thinking about Spanish Ran, I'm thinking about Future Wave, Sound Wave, I'm thinking about Harry Fraud. Like, these dudes are fucking incredible. You know what I mean? Now I can throw SlimRock in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I've always been looking for the next. And it's not necessarily to replace anybody, it's to add on. Yeah. Right? Because we're competing with the radio hit dudes. And look, man, I ain't got no beef with y'all. I got to a point in my hip-hop culture and what we do where check this out. I want us to be looked at the same way the rock genre is looked at, which we started anyway. Yes. Right? So you got heavy, alternative, slow rock, whatever the fuck, right? Yeah. Well, we got hip-hop. You know what I mean? And that branch of hip-hop there's a rap branch, right? And this rap branch is branched off to all this other shit. Now, I ain't gotta fuck with it. I got relatives I don't fuck with.
Yeah.
But if they, you know, I ain't looking to hurt them either, right? The family still gotta get along. So I get boom bap from hip hop, right? I get shit. I don't even know what to call it. I don't know whether to call Quilly Chris and Denmark Vesey and Cavalier and Vic Spencer alternative hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Cause them niggas are a little spaced out on some different shit, but them niggas are still dope as fuck right now, because hip hop is 50 years in the making. Now I got a whole new category. I got grown man bars, right? I got AZ, Cool G Rap, Ghostface Killer. I got Nas that just dropped 6 albums in 7 years, smashing.
For real.
You got Busta Rhymes come out with Flip Mode Squad.
You know what I mean? Flip. He trying to do a whole tour. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, if we're not forward thinking, if we're not trying to evolve, if we're not trying to include, then we're only stifling our growth as a culture. You know what I mean? And we're disrespecting the young kids coming up. Now look, man, I would have never thought in 1993, 1994 that we'll be celebrating 30 years of Illmatic. You know what I mean? 30 years of Illmatic, y'all.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's today, I can argue Illmatic being one of the best albums ever made. I couldn't fight that fight in 98, 99, 2000. You know what I mean? I couldn't fight that fight then. Especially in 98, 99, like, yo, we knew Illmatic was dope, but nigga, did you hear this Volume 3? You know what I mean? Did you hear this the fucking DMX? Did you hear that shit? You know what I'm saying? So we've come so far, man, and I'm proud to say that we gonna keep this rolling, man. You know what I mean? Because my kids is on it. The only thing I don't understand is why I get a new Michaelangelo Mercy joint and my son get some crying ass rapper, and we ain't bopping at the same time. You know what I mean? I would love to share this shit with him. I try, you know what I mean? Because I'd be like, yo, you can't call me an old head if I got new shit.
That's facts, bro.
Yeah.
And to be honest though, because I got a 14 and a 13-year-old, right?
Yeah, man, fuck them kids, man. I got a 13 and 14-year-old too, man. Fuck them TikTok kids.
Yo, but check it out. My son has appreciation for old music because I put him on. You know what I'm saying?
You sitting right there.
We can appreciate what's coming out now and stuff, because like this is their Illmatic. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how they coming up now. Is 10, 20 years down the road what they gonna brag and boast on. You know what I'm saying? But I be playing the Mercy joints. I be playing the stuff that we did. I be playing the stuff that I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? And he has a sincere appreciation for it. He could recognize what's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what's, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? But at the same time, listen to stuff that's nowadays, like what he listened to in school and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's good, bro, because some people just got an ear for good music. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we putting out, bro. You could play this shit 20 years from now. You still gonna get that same feeling. You know what I mean?
Like even my daughter, she turned 10.
Even younger.
Yeah, she younger, and I be playing beats, and she go out of her way and start freestyle. I said, what? Man, out of the blue, and I'll play some Knife Wonder beats in the background. She rap to it. There's even sometimes where she rap, and I'm like, damn, I might have to take that bar. Yeah, because it's crazy because she has a sense to it. She has a great sense, and it's not like me forcing it. Like, yo, rap song. Yeah. It's like I constantly, I guess, because she hears my music a lot, she want to emulate.
Yeah.
So it's just such a dope feeling. So when I play like trying to think of an instrumental she liked a lot. I play Ghostface 1 a lot. Just the instrumental. And she would just rap like blah blah blah, I'm the only one. And she'll rap to it. And she knows how to rap on beat, which is so dope to me. And you could rap, but if you could rap on beat, that catch me like delivery. That's what caught me the most. So yeah, man, it's just like we groom our, our kids to appreciate the good stuff, just like my parents. You know what I mean? And when they were, my parents wasn't much hip hop, but like, my older brother and stuff, they put me on to rock and Coogee rap and stuff like that. And after that, I became the student in the game and just like, all right, what is Nas Illmatic about? I keep hearing people talking about it, and I went out my way to study that. So I was like, hopefully my daughter will go out her way and or kids go out their way and do that. It just, most of these kids nowadays is like he was saying, it's just like fast food. They want to fast it, digest it, and I want the next one. Yeah. But back then, look how, back in the days, they used to drop albums like almost 2 years. You gotta wait for a new album.
Yeah.
Now, like these albums is like every 3 months you have to drop something. Or like Griselda, they have to drop something every 3 months. It's just because, just like you were saying, the attention span is so short now. Yeah. So like even me, if I drop Michaelangelo, I'm already working on my project next 3 months from now, just to keep the consistency going.
And I see that, but it's again like Slim said, man, it's a double-edged sword because when we got that next Ghostface album, right? Like when we got Pretty Tony, and then eventually we would get Fifth Scale. And it was like I wanted to know what happened between that time. Was you selling more drugs? Did you fuck more bitches? Like I want to know what happened, right? And I know I'm not the only one. So when you took that gap of time, you were still hot in between because you would do a couple of features. You know what I mean? You would do a couple of interviews about the next album, boom, boom, boom. So the process, man, it was Thanksgiving cooking comparison to the microwave, the whole process. Yeah. So even when we start seeing the marketing plans roll out, it was like, ooh, like the last person who had me like, ooh, I can't front. It was Jay-Z before 44. Because I didn't know if it was an album. I didn't know if it was a movie. I didn't know if the nigga was starting a restaurant. I just knew that something was coming and it was going to be dope. And it wasn't pink. It wasn't tan. Yeah. It was just this odd color of, what is this? Yeah. You know what I mean? So I feel you on that. And I feel like, I'm going to tell you what happened. Flee Lord killed the game.
He did. He put out
so much music, yo, that I was like, listen, I like this. The 5th project you put out this year, I'm still there, right? You on number 12, and we ain't even in fucking December yet.
Flee Lord's work ethic is crazy.
It's insane.
Dude,
it's crazy.
That's what I felt about Nas and his projects.
What?
The
This goes for Hit Boy?
Yeah, King Disease 1, 2, 3,
Magic. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but he was doing that year after year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? Sometimes I be
like,
sit on the album, bro, and just listen to it, let it marinate, you know what I'm saying? Hear it, and they got like 3 other projects put out, you know what I'm saying? That I haven't even, like, I'm still hyped on number 1, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you the truth, Slim. I felt like, to give an example, going back to Griselda real quick, I felt like Conway, when he was doing all those different mixtapes, I felt like he was being a drug dealer. I felt like he was testing the market with different, different forms of work. You know what I mean? He would work with this producer, put it out. He would do a mixtape with Alchemist, put it out. He would do something with this person, put it out. So I felt like, damn, we still ain't get an album yet, right? This is before all the albums were coming out. And then I thought like a drug dealer, like, damn, man, if I keep putting out, these different flavors and I figure out which ones are really, really lit, then I could put my album together and put it out. It was a way of testing the market each time, and then being like, all right, cool. So, you know, the one thing that we could definitely agree on, man, is hip hop is alive and well. You know what I mean? And we're still getting really good quality music, thoughtful music, planned out, executed well. You know what I mean? And I don't give a fuck if it don't catch fire now. That's the other thing too. You know, we have so much more control over the content that we do have, whether it's YouTube videos or streaming, you know, platforms. We got a lot of control. And with that control on the back end for us as creatives, you know, I think that it helps, you know, when you can look at your streams and see which one of these songs has been streamed the most, you know what I mean? It kind of helps you to cater the next album to that demographic, that audience, you know what I mean? Looking at that data. So, you know, to wrap this up, man, I just want to tell y'all again, like, Mercy, I salute you for wanting to continue to grow, for reaching out to different artists, for introducing us to different producers. Shout out to SlimRock. And for continuing to push the fucking envelope forward. Because you don't have a brand of album, right? I feel like Redman has a brand of album. When you get a Redman album, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get the Quilly skits. You're going to get the robbery skits. You're going to get the Superman lover. You know what I mean? And that's cool. He branded himself that way. I think with you, we get
buffet.
Nah, man, not even buffet. We get levels, man. We get levels. You know what I'm saying? Thank God your voice is still the same, because we continue to get levels. You know what I mean? And to me, that's important, because I don't want to. I'm not on the block no more. You know what I mean? I pitch from here now. You know what I mean? So I don't want to listen to an artist who claims that he been moving all these keys, and nigga, you still on the same block. Yo, shout out to Planet Asia, man. No disrespect. But about a year or so ago, he had put out a single. He made a video, and all the dudes are in the laundromat. You mean to tell me at 40 years old, we still in the laundromat? We still trying to look hard in the lobby of the building? At 44 years old, we still trying to look hard in the laundromat of the project building? Come on, man. Like, stop playing, man. Like, stop playing, man. I don't want to see 44 hardcore rappers in the parking lot. I don't want to see y'all in the laundromat. You know what I mean? Stop making videos around these old ass cars, man. I'm tired of seeing that shit, man. And I know with my man Mercy, man, I know I ain't never gonna see that shit. So salute to you, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for real.
We appreciate y'all.
Appreciate
Yo,
y'all.
Slim, definitely your piece
Thank you
again.
for always supporting, man. Always in tune, always tapping in, man. Appreciate y'all.
Always, man.
Mark, man, from Mike Tyson to the Michael Myers EP to the everything under the sun. Burning it, bro. Burning it. Dropping heating. So just thank you for the good music.
Thank you, man.
All I'm saying is this next joint should have 16 on it. Get 12, get 14 on 16. Might as well stop being lazy.
It might have more. It might even have more. Let's see.
Oh, I'll take that in hell. You know what I'm saying? I got to send a bump of the bus. It'll be a long trip. Trust me.
It'll be out in the end of the year. We'll see something.
No.
Okay.
No doubt, man.
Okay.
No doubt. Keep us tuned in, man, for real.
Got you, bro.
So look, man. We did what we did, man. Family stepped in the building, man. Mercy, man. Man. We here, man. This is International Reign Supreme, man.
Okay.
My brothers, man. Dice Game. Reem with International. Shouts out to y'all. Hip hop. Alright, y'all.
Alright, peace, y'all.
Smoke weed and I got you a yellow thumb.
What?
Yeah, this is a sign. This is a sign that your website suck. How you call yourself an entrepreneur and got a sucky ass website? Let's do better. Let's be better. Okay, let's do better. But it's okay. Cause with this sign comes a resolution. True Digital Marketing, we make fugly websites something beautiful. That's what we do. We specialize in that. We also specialize in SEO. I would tell you the acronym. It's no point because you're not going to remember it. But basically, if you Google something and you wonder like how they get their businesses at the top of the list, that's how. And we do it. Social media management, we handle it. And let's say you don't even have time to be working on your website on a monthly or daily or whatever basis. We got that too. We maintain all of that, rather daily, weekly, or monthly. Interested?